Yeah, all like big cut.
Scoopy, yeah. Big
Oh,
cut.
some of them were worse than others.
Some were, but
Tony Parker used to always like chew on his. Did you ever notice this?
I
And
can't
it
stand.
always,
I'm just kidding.
It was always like just
Yeah.
because he kept putting it in his mouth. I'm like, knock it off.
You know, they were talking about how Steve Nash always licked his hands before he touched the ball, and people get super irritated with him. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff Hornacek used to do the whole face wipe and get all the sweat.
When he was shooting free throws,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, that's
Anyways.
funny. That's funny. All right. Well, you'll probably love this one, Anthony. 90s. We're in the throes of basketball playoffs. And at this point, my Mavs have moved to the Western Conference Finals. And who knows, maybe at this point, they're up 2-0 or so by the time this one releases, or 3-0 or something.
They playing Timberwolves?
I doubt-
Was
I
all
doubt
your
could be.
coworkers mad at you that your Mavs beat the
They're not
Thunder?
mad at me, but I'll be honest with you guys. If I can just say this, and I know that a large majority of the people that listen to this might even reside in Oklahoma.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm okay with this. I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm not sure I know another fan base that talks this much noise.
Then Oklahoma City?
Yeah, dude, and I don't know if it's a Dallas thing, maybe because it's Texas or whatever,
Well,
but
Luka was.
Luka's hard to watch. I get it.
He's
He whines, he cries.
He's very animated and
He's demonstrative. You know, the one game he played where he didn't do that was awesome. And then every other game he complains a lot, but
I think
it doesn't matter.
was.
Even back when Dirk was playing, and like they are just they are a fan base that gets like pretty. So I don't know if you guys like watched any of the games, but they had fans almost thrown out that sit on the front row in OKC.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy, but anyway,
I got an issue with the front row seats, anyways.
Yeah.
I think that's
it's a little ridiculous. Yeah, they should give them to me.
Just put the team by the scores table and put the fan. I mean, they're just trying to make money.
Oh, you in between them? Yeah, that's
and
pretty
like
ridiculous.
the coach is
yeah.
not even by the players.
Yeah, it is a little silly.
They're doing that in college now too, and I don't like it.
But yeah, so since we are in the depth of the NBA playoffs, and my team is still alive.
Alive.
Yeah, NBA top of mind. So we thought we'd do a top 3 this week. Top 3 90s NBA
Jordan era.
jerseys. Yes, definitely the Jordan era. Definitely the Jordan era. Malone, Olajuwon, Barkley. Ewing.
Whole dream team.
Yeah. Drexler. Everybody hated him.
Everyone did.
Isaiah Thomas, who didn't get to play with
everyone
him.
did hate him.
Yeah, Scotty. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you're good for this one, Anthony? Did you scramble and get?
Good.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
I
let
got
him.
it.
Let's let him go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
I just remembered all of the what would have been the NBA game for Sega?
NBA Jam.
Yeah, probably NBA Jam or
Is that what it
yeah.
is?
Boom! Shaka-laka-laka.
Yeah, you had 2 players versus 2 players.
He's
2 on
on
2.
fire.
When was it? What was the one? Yeah, where the net came on fire.
Yeah,
like
that's
after
it.
so many
That's
throws?
NBA
it.
Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
super
I had
arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, push him. It's all right.
That's I remember watching.
He's
that.
heating
I remember
up.
playing that,
That's 2 shots.
and then I think I saw the Bulls play a little bit, but I was still watching my Atlanta Braves mostly.
Yeah, they're on.
I've never even been to an NBA game.
Oh man. Next year,
I keep saying,
we got to make it happen.
I've been to every Major League Baseball stadium, but I haven't been to one NBA game or NFL game.
I've been to a lot of NBA games.
Okay, NFL games. They're so overpriced right now.
Yeah, they're bad.
It's
I
like
know.
to take my family. I was just looking. Even the Chiefs now is like $2,000 to get in like the lower bowl. It's like $500
That's
a
That's why you can't take your
That doesn't-
kids.
You can't.
No.
And I want them to
NBA
go to
not
one.
that bad. You can go to the Thunder, right, for fairly cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you can
cheap.
get it in the upper deck pretty cheap regular season.
I'd say $30.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. I just need
Yeah.
to
Well,
take
let's
a
go
Oklahoma
next
City
year. The
weekend.
Mavs play
Was it
there
Loud,
twice.
Loud City or whatever, Oklahoma. That's where I see
Something
it.
like that.
Let's
Cheap
do it.
seats.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah, been there.
I would have
Yeah,
gone to a
we'd
playoff
love
game.
to.
That'd be more expensive, but I would have done that.
The
Yeah.
top
We
row
won't
of the
go cheap.
Cowboys is like $300.
It's
The
way
top
up there.
row and the Cowboys.
And all
is
you're going
$300.
to do up there is watch that TV.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, that's all
I
you're
paid
gonna
for
do.
Sunday tickets $125 for every game.
Yeah, we could just go down there and in the outside experience is supposed to be pretty cool.
Cowboys fans?
Yeah.
And Niners fans? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have like big TVs and
Yeah.
like they have that Texas Live area.
Yeah, but I just want my boys to experience it because I've probably been to like 20, 25 games.
Well, let's just go when the Cowboys might win.
What is Shanahan and Purdy and all
When they all
retired?
leave? Yeah.
10 years?
15 years from now. Then your
Yeah.
kids will be doing work
They'll
and
be-
they can pay.
Yeah, they can.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyways, all right.
Yeah, we won't go cheap on the hotel though when we stay.
No,
so
right.
Gotta make
Right.
sure.
Well, we'll use your point.
Won't be a Marriott.
Yeah,
we'll use your
for sure
point.
it will be. You can't go cheap and nasty. So
yeah,
No.
Or just get an Airbnb.
Heck, I won't even stay if it's in Dallas. That's driving distance. You kidding me?
what? You're crazy.
Nah.
Driving.
You're one of those types. Huh?
Yeah, gas is way cheaper than
roll
hotel.
in at like 3 a.m. than just like stay the night.
At my house? Like get back to my house
Yeah.
at 3? Oh, absolutely.
Oh no, I'm staying in the hotel.
Nah.
I think if I could get home by 1, that's my cutoff.
Nah, if I can just get home, that's the cutoff.
Mine's like 10. I like to just sleep.
10?
Huh.
Whew.
Yeah.
As soon as the
I like my sleep.
as soon as the
All right.
weather's and the news is over, you're out to sleep like my grandparents.
All right, Granddad.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Anyways,
All right, let's go,
All
dude.
right.
Give
Go,
us your
Anthony.
top 3
Here we
90s NBA jerseys.
Number 3, I'm going with the Seattle Supersonics.
Yep, that's
With
that's classic.
The
Good.
green ones. I
Great.
like the green ones.
mm-hmm.
With like maroon, yellow, little
Mhm.
basketball in there for the eye, dotted eye.
Yep. Little brick
I always
red.
like
I'll say
that.
brick red.
Yeah, I'd say dark
Yeah.
red.
Okay.
Yeah, little brick red. Yeah.
AKA Oklahoma City Thunder now.
Yeah, which
that's true.
theirs are not good.
Yeah. No, Thunder got nasty.
They do,
uniforms.
man.
The colors.
Their colors just don't jive, man.
No, the light
Anyway.
blue is nasty. But yeah, the Sonics. That's the Sean Kemp
I like
and
them.
Gary
Yeah.
Payton.
Yeah.
The shrimp.
That's a good teams, man. I actually like their old ones who are bright Kelly green with the
Mhm.
yellow. I love those.
I had
man.
a Sean Kemp jersey like that.
The old ones,
with
yeah.
the yellow and the Number
I
4.
might have worn those in the 90s too, a little.
Maybe early 90s.
Yeah, those are good. That's good. All right,
Yeah.
Anthony.
That's a good one. You
All
want
right.
to
Keep going, dude.
Yeah, keep going.
Number 2, I'm going with the Phoenix Suns, the
Yeah,
purple
that's
ones.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Got the
Yeah,
sun
who was
streaking
their good
across.
player about them? I can't remember.
Well, Jason Kidd back then, Barkley.
Kid. I think
yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
from Dallas to Phoenix.
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
Danny
Yeah, Kidd
Ainge.
and Kevin Johnson didn't work out well together. So Kidd got
Yeah.
shipped off to the Nets.
Jason Kidd. He was a small guy, right?
I
mean, he's
for a
probably
point guard.
6'2" or something.
Yeah, I don't, for a point guard, he's probably
Okay,
not
no,
too
I'm
small.
thinking a different guy. Who was the one? Wasn't there a guy? He ended up playing for Utah at some point. That was small dude, or maybe 6'2" is just tiny for the NBA.
That's pretty.
Heck, I don't know.
Yeah.
6'2" is tiny for the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
it is tiny for the NBA.
All right.
All right, number 1, I'm going with Orlando Magic.
Okay, solid choice.
That's a good one.
Good choices. Hey, I think that
But I'm
site
gonna-
that you
I'm
found
gonna
had
go
a
with
pretty
the-
good list.
Yeah, give us a shout out for the web address you used there. Gotta give the credit.
Oh, you're funny. I'm going with the away ones though. I like the black. with
Yeah,
the
The
white
those
black,
are good.
yeah.
So,
They actually had an off. I don't know if they wore it too many times, but it was like
White.
their blue color.
Oh, the blue. Yeah, they
And I
wore it a
like
lot.
that one, man. I like
Yeah,
that one a
with
lot.
the black.
They were cool because their shorts had I love that star
Star,
at that bottom
yeah.
seam. That was awesome. Those are good jerseys,
Yeah.
man. Those are good. And also, they were like the new hot
They were
team.
cool.
Yeah.
They were only like 86, 87, something like that when they started.
Penny and Shaq and
They got back-to-back number 1 picks.
Brian
That's how
Shaw.
they got good. They won the lottery.
all those
back-to-back.
all those guys, man. They were
Yeah.
like, they were Scott Skiles for a little bit.
Scott
He was on
Skiles.
NBA Jams with Shaq. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Isn't that funny?
That was my number 1. So Anthony will have to change my number 1 on the fly here, but that's cool.
That's cool. You may go?
Good.
we can have the same.
no,
Nah.
no, Lucas ain't good with
I
that.
ain't good with
Lucas,
that.
Lucas ain't good with that.
I'll do a little
You-
switcheroo
You
here.
and me go?
Yeah, go ahead. We
You
can just
wanna
kind of
go?
bounce off each other. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. My number 3, Charlotte Hornets teal. I know.
I should have went. Remember, I should have went first.
You should have gone first, man. I gave you the opportunity, and it had the little hornet on there. I like that. Hey, it said
I remember
hornet
that one,
across.
yeah. That was
yeah,
good.
it was
See,
good.
everyone had it.
I know.
A starter jacket,
I had
a
a hat.
hoodie, a hat.
I had a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Larry Johnson, man.
Larry Johnson, man.
Alonzo
Big
Mourning.
Mama. What do they call him?
Grandmama.
Grandmama. That's
Family
it.
Matters. Yeah,
Grandmama.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. On the commercials, he's dunking in the dress with a wig on.
Mhm.
It's good stuff.
Gold tooth.
My dad didn't like that.
The whole
My dad didn't
LJ
like the
or whatever he
cross
did.
dressing. He was not a fan.
Cross dressing. Yeah. Larry Johnson was ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have fit right in the
Yeah.
woke. Not like your water.
No.
All right, number 2, I'm going to go with the Raptors that had the dinosaur on it, but I
Oh, yeah.
specifically like the white one. I really
Yeah.
like the white one, man. I really like the white one. What a team, man.
We're running out of jerseys.
Vince Carter
Yeah.
and Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
I would say Dallas, but theirs was pretty boring.
Yeah. So I had most of these jerseys. I had an Orlando or Shaquille jersey, black with the blue. I didn't have a Raptors jersey, probably because I'm from Canada. And they,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't either, but
they were cool.
Did like Vince Carter though.
Oh my goodness.
He played at North Carolina, so
he did.
I liked
Then
him.
his cousin
Tracy.
Yeah, they were good.
Oh, they were real good.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they were real good. All right.
So our list is basically the same.
Probably yes. Number 1, I'm gonna go with Supersonics, mainly because they're not around anymore, and because I really enjoyed. I mean, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Deadlift. Yeah, I mean, didn't Smooth Sam Perkins play for him for a little while?
Oh, lefty. Yeah, he did. He was on the finals team.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like,
he went to North Carolina.
Didn't
too.
look like he should be playing out there anymore, but he could still
shoot
it from deep.
He could shoot.
Yeah, Smooth Sam Perkins.
He didn't even jump when he shot. Just tippy
no.
toes.
Yeah, he was good, man. That was so I do like that one. Yeah.
How many of these jerseys did you own?
Man, I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. So I had like Goofy. I had Jason Kidd's jersey. I had like a Mashburn jersey, and then the Bulls. And then the Bulls.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to cheat on those two teams, so I didn't have anything else. Yeah.
I had a bunch of random stuff. You guys remember Logo 7 was kind of a popular brand. They made.
Yeah.
So whenever we went to Indianapolis, there was a Logo 7 outlet store there.
Yeah.
So all the jerseys had something wrong with it, like misprinted or
perfect.
it was just off a little bit. So you get a jersey for like $10.
They didn't send to Africa.
So, right. So we had all kinds of players and teams, and I had like old Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Randall Cunningham, all this nonsense, right? Because you could get them for like dirt cheap, but they didn't have every team. It's kind of whatever they had in your size, you had to get.
So you just took it. Yeah. Did Logo 7? They had shoes. Were they like affiliated with Converse or something like that for a while?
Probably. I don't know if they're even a thing. Probably not even a thing anymore.
Maybe that's LA Gear. I'm thinking.
LA Gear. Those light up.
Those
My top 3 are pretty much like your all. So I'm just going to list a couple that we didn't mention. The Chicago Bulls had some pretty sweet black alternate jerseys.
Yeah, those are awesome. I love those.
And I did a little more research than my 2 here because I put dates on mine, but that's okay.
I didn't put dates.
So the Bulls from 97 to 2012 had the alternate black.
What years were the pinstripes? Smarty pants?
96 only.
Let's
see.
How
What else?
do you remember this?
I think he's got it written down. You just can't.
Well, I have it
see
written down now, but I didn't. I looked up dates, but I knew the jerseys.
Yeah, I know the jerseys. I just don't know the dates.
What else we didn't talk about? The other one we didn't talk about on here, I put the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's good.
They had the pretty cool like Timberwolf cartoon guy on there, wolf. Then they had like a forest trees, like evergreen trim around the neck and shorts and stuff.
Dude, remember the Memphis team? They were
Grizzlies?
Yeah, they were in Vancouver in the 90s.
They were Vancouver Grizzlies. They had some.
Yeah, they had some crazy jerseys,
that
man.
Teal though, that teal
kind of like a weird teal too.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Pistons went to a weird teal color
for a few
too.
years. They went to
had that horse on it.
What were they doing?
Yeah, theirs are classic, cool, man.
The blue and red.
Hard to beat. Yeah. I don't know what they're doing.
There's a ton. The 90s were like the cartoon era kind of.
Yeah.
That's what we're kind of talking about. Like
we were talking about Denver having that. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Hawks had the. Had the big
hawk.
stupid hawk on the front.
Cool jersey.
I don't like their jersey.
We said the Denver Nuggets had the city outline was kind of cool. Like this, there's a ton.
Man, hang on, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we talked about earlier.
I said the Pacers. I like the Pacers.
All right.
Oh, the Nuggets. Yeah. Where it's bright blue and it had the like city outline digitized. It was kind of cool.
So, there's a lot. Cool. Takes you back to your childhood a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to think if Golden
Anthony
State
was just watching TNT and all the Braves games. You should have flipped over to WGN. You could have got some Bulls games, man. Yeah, TBS, not TNT. He owns both.
That's probably the only ones I saw. That's all I remember watching.
That's all I really got to watch.
That's how the Braves
Cubs game.
Yeah, the Braves and the Cubs were so popular because every game was on, or at least every home game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was every game or just every home game on TBS.
Seems like they're on TV all the time.
It was most of them. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Harry Carey
was on there.
So you we're talking about these jerseys, man, and I think one reason I didn't have a lot of them because they were pretty expensive back then in the 90s, right? They're like, I mean, I would probably say like I'm trying to remember, but I'm gonna say like $50, maybe $40 to $50 for an authentic jersey, right?
Yeah. So you're leading into
I'm just like, so man, can you? I mean, like think about today's prices. Like, what does a jersey cost?
I know what MLB jerseys are, like $150.
Man, look at that.
However, However, if you find these Jennifer found this knockoff. It was on Facebook, MLB Fanatics, knockoff jerseys or whatever. Yeah. They're legit.
Didn't Cuban own that?
Fanatics?
Didn't Mark Cuban own Fanatics?
We talked about Fanatics at one time. I told you could get some really
that's what he's talking about.
Sketchy stuff on there, but
yeah, I don't. But we bought some and it's legit. Got it for $40. My neighbor ordered 6 jerseys on there.
Dang.
$40 a pop. Yeah, you get them all. They have all the alternate jerseys, the normal ones. So they might have NBA on there too. I don't know.
Yeah, they have everything. They have NASCAR. They have everything.
Oh, well, I'm in then.
Yeah,
they got
Fanatics.
NASCAR. I'm in.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff from there. I ordered some stuff just the other day from Fanatics.
Let me guess.
Yeah, it was Bang Bang Niner Gang.
Bang Niner Gang.
But anyways, so we're gonna roll this over into some inflation.
Yeah, mainly around jerseys.
Yeah, only inflation of jerseys from, No, we're going to talk about inflation from January of 2020 till now, because that's kind of impacting everybody, right? So do you guys know what the definition of inflation is for all of our millions and millions of listeners?
Things cost more?
Yeah, it's just a general increase in goods and services. It usually goes up around 2% every year. So if you're not getting a 2% raise, then you're making less money. So what causes inflation? You guys have anything you want to throw out there? Or do you want to just read my list? So I come prepared. To the listeners, I do my research and I come prepared.
What causes inflation? Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead. There's a lot.
Okay. Is it
spending?
Okay.
Yeah, is it just government?
Yeah. So government, okay. So a surge in demand. So think of your house and cars. So there's not as many.
Sure. So the market. So the market, yeah.
Energy prices, since we quit drilling, everything goes up, right? The amount the U.S. dollar is worth. So they print more, the dollar's worth less. So
that makes sense. All this makes sense.
Right?
It all makes sense.
Then they do the interest rates, to try to keep it down. So the higher the interest rate, they try to stop inflation. And the last, greed was another one, but the last one I put on there.
Wait, what is greed?
Greed. That's just on the. That's on
the list. So you're a business owner. You're I just want more money.
Yeah. So they just artificially make it where
I'm just gonna charge more.
The banks are gonna make more money when the interests are higher. Things like that.
I like that. Okay.
Car.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But the main cause of inflation right now is voting for Joe Biden.
But hang on. Nope.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. That's. There it is.
There it is.
Sorry. There it is. But say it again.
Voting for Joe Biden. That's for Adam's dad.
Oh, that's great.
So, our salaries are not keeping up, right? So, inflation, according to my research, from January 2020 to now is up 22 to 25% across the board.
So
22 to 25 across the board.
So 4 years.
4.
So 4 years, really 3.5, right?
So food alone is up 20%. So when you go to the grocery store, you're spending at least 20% more.
So 6 to 8% per year.
Yeah, and it should only go up 2 or less a year. So it's unaffordable. We're not. I didn't get promotions and things. I didn't get a 20% raise every year. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just joking. Yeah. But
me neither.
20%. You can't. That's why you're in the suite there in DC, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why
you're actually in the Lincoln bedroom at the White House right now.
Living high on the hog. Yeah.
So everything's just up. So basically, the easy way to look at it, if you had $100 in 2020, it's only worth $80 now. That's an easy way to look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I think Anthony and I talked about this before too. Our home prices are so ridiculous now. I probably couldn't afford the house that I currently have if it was
now. Oh, same, yeah.
Right, and it's just, but everyone's like, "Oh, my house is worth $150,000 more." Well, good. Now you're paying more in taxes and more in insurance and everything. So I'm not getting the benefit of it, right?
Yeah.
But the insurance guys, well, we gotta raise it up $200 more a month or whatever because if your house gets blown over by a tornado, we got to replace it and et cetera, et cetera. So it's just a mess. I think the cars are kind of starting to go back down a little bit. You just bought a car recently.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Well, honestly, man, to stay in my budget, I probably went a little higher mileage than I would have wanted, and I'm a used car buyer. And, I could have been a little pickier about, I did buy a pickup, which they can be a little more expensive, but, Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on another episode, but walking around the lot and looking at brand new vehicles that were like literally six figures. Now, they were stupid vehicles, like loaded and dumb things done to them, but
you say $100,000 for a
truck?
$100,000?
Can you
for a truck?
Yeah, for a pickup. They had like a special package on it that I think money came out of the air conditioning vents. So, but seriously, like could you imagine like when I was trying to think back to when I went and bought my first vehicle, and like you walk around and you saw a brand new pickup that was like $28,000, like holy moly, $32,000, something like that. Yeah. And now, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy, and they're unaffordable. Like people are doing.
Yeah, and the interest rate on top of it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And you go in there like, we'll do 100 months or whatever on a car. We're like 100 months on a car.
Do they really?
They'll do 96. Yeah,
bro.
They do.
Yeah.
They'll do. Yes, it's crazy.
Just get you back in there.
Yeah. Well, this car's got 80,000 miles on it. You do 96 months. You're like, hey, you can't make that math work.
No, man. That's
but people are doing it because people worry about what someone sees them at a red light and what they're driving. Right?
Yeah.
People just have that. I don't know. Stupid.
Yeah.
But another example, I kind of go over our budget. And we were spending about $300 to $400 more a month just on groceries.
Yeah, our grocery bills,
and that's at Walmart. So it's not like we're not doing anything fancy. But like going out to eat's crazy. Like fast food, fast food's like,
dude,
crazy. It's just all.
We had a sports tournament this weekend, and we ate out a couple of times, and like, man, it is.
It's
fast
$10
food
a person.
Fast food for my family is about $80.
Yeah,
a pop, if not a little more, depending on where you eat. Right.
Right.
And then if you sit down somewhere, we don't walk away for less than 120 usually. And so like my family doesn't quite understand why I don't. It's just not my favorite thing to do because of that. And so, like you said, groceries, we spend, I mean, I got a large family, but we spend, man, that's the biggest part of we spend a ton on groceries. And I mean, it's, we got a couple of dogs, we got,
but it all adds up.
Man. It all adds up.
Medical's up. Utilities are up. Like I filled our propane tank up, like, in the summer to try to get ahead of the prices. And then you have to refill again, like in the winter. You're like, yowzers. That's like you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's coming, but you like still when it hits you, you're just like, dang.
Yeah, I was going to say, so like where I know we talked about this. So like where I've noticed it the most is like we take a little trip. And used to, you take like a little trip. I'm talking like nothing crazy. Like we take a road trip 11 hours away to Colorado, and you could get away from, seriously, if you're real smart about it, man, $3,000 or less, probably easy. No big deal. Maybe even smaller than that. And I'm thinking like kids were small and we would go hiking, maybe catch, play in a river, stuff for pretty cheap, eat out a few times. And man, that trip now that we did last summer was roughly like something that we would have done in the past. I mean, we were well over $4,000. And I'm not, and this is that sounds like maybe like
no.
I know people spend a lot more on vacation. I'm just saying like a very simple trip where we had a place to stay that accommodated us. We cooked our own meals mostly, ate out a few times, and we did a few fun things like river rafting, which is kind of expensive and stuff like that. But man, that wasn't even like an amusement park involved or eating out a ton. And, I mean, or flying somewhere.
Yeah. So we go to the beach every other summer with my parents, and that's something a tradition they kind of started. And the houses now, they're 10 plus thousand a week.
Yeah.
Unless we started doing some other options too, but like it's astronomical.
Yeah.
And they're all full.
Yeah.
Like, people are doing it.
Somebody got money.
Well, that leads me to my next part. So how's the country how's the country surviving? And the answer is credit cards.
Yeah.
So as a country, we owe $1.2 trillion in credit cards as a country.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, and I didn't break that down like how many, like 18 and over or whatever, but so it broke it down to generations, and the generation that owes the most in credit card debt, which this was surprising to me, is it said Generation X, which is age 42 to age 57. On average,
that's me.
Me too. No, I'm 41. That's not me. The average person in that age is $8,000.
Wow.
So that's
to me
that's
your
crazy.
Vacation right there.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody puts their vacation on the credit card.
We'll pay it tomorrow at 22%. So the least right now is Gen Z at under $3,000, but that's because they
don't have jobs.
Yeah, they're getting their student loans paid off.
But
even here, even
anyway.
age 77 plus, Like, I don't hope I'm not using credit cards when I'm 77, right?
At that point, don't you just like use it and don't care?
34. I guess it goes away if you know, as long as you don't have a cosigner or whatever. But it's almost $4,000 for. I mean, you're almost 80 years old, and these guys have $4,000, and
yeah,
that's crazy. They're probably buying groceries and medicine.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if they're running their life through it, getting like points or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Inflation's crazy. I know it's impacting all of us, and I mean, you can't get away from it.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So I got a couple verses on how God always stays the same because He's always a constant. He's never going up and down. So Malachi 3-6, I the Lord, you like that? Old Testament,
Malachi.
I the Lord do not change, so you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Ever since the time of your ancestors you have turned away from my decrees and have not kept them. Return to me and I will return to you, says the Lord Almighty. That's not the Message version there.
That's sir, that's not. That's solid. That's solid.
Hebrews 13:8, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. That's a good one for all of us. Let's see. Isaiah says in chapter 40, verse 8, the grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever. And then went New Testament here. Matthew chapter 24, verse 35, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. So
that's good stuff.
That's just reminding us that Jesus is always in control. God's always in control. Even when our life's going up and down, just keep our eyes focused on Him and everything will work out.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
I love it. It's good stuff, man. Yeah. Boo inflation. Yay, God.
So remember, Biden's a big cause of it, so no, just kidding.
Hey, but we are looking for sponsors.
Yeah. If whitehouse.gov.
Whitehouse.gov or Biden.gov or...
Yeah.
Would you take his sponsorship?
Who, Biden?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
You might. I don't know. They're not going to give it.
Depends on the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're all for sale.
Man, I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Anyways.
Yeah, I probably would. Say we should say no to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, good stuff. I like it, Lucas, and all the reminders and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely it's tough out there for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
That can't afford things.
Right.
That can't even afford to eat healthy, right? That's
correct.
That's a big issue that we have too.
Absolutely.
It's just food has gone way up, and then these people just eat unhealthier and unhealthier because that's the only thing they can afford, which is really sad. Sad that it costs a lot of money to eat healthy.
Yeah. Right. It should be the other way around. The healthy stuff should be cheaper, and then
it's odd, man. It's super odd. And I think too, it speaks to being, like you mentioned, like there's got to be some contentment with your life and in God, and not finding that through. And I can fall into that trap too, buying new things and doing, yada, yada. But I think that's important too, which we've talked about before.
$8,000 credit card bills, doesn't help.
Yeah, that's hard to get out of, at 22%. I mean, I've never been in that situation. Sure. People do, and can't get out of it.
I imagine. Whoa.
And sometimes medical stuff too. I mean, that piles on people and they can't get out of that.
Oh,
either.
yeah,
that's a
whole nother.
But I think that's one of those things is as long as you make like that minimum monthly payment, I think it's just, I don't think they bother you. I think my brother has some stuff with that. I think he's got to pay like, $20 a month the rest of his life or something.
Yeah. As long as you're showing you're paying it, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. That's another podcast.
Medical. Another podcast for sure. All right. Well, Anthony, thanks again for joining us from On the Road. Man, this is working out better than expected. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So
it is.
And Lucas and I get a lot of elbow room.
We do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucas likes it because I don't touch him, because usually I like kind of pat him a few times.
Rubbing my shoulders.
All right, man. We'll appreciate you guys. I guess we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Adios.
See ya.